Acrisure Stadium. Tonight it's on to week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Off play action. Pickett.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, he might be a little jumpy as well. Might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the interception, here's Watson. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Za'Darius Smith just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. We look at this Browns defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Buying time to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now Watson. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Third and long, it's Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Pickett. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. A nice run back there off the good punt, and it's a 16-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10. Right at the 50-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield.
2nd down and 3.
At the 8-yard line.
In motion right here comes Johnson. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Pickett will look to throw it here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now he's loose at the 40. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Blitz coming, and down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. Back to throw here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
47-yard attempt.
And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So not the strongest of kicks we've seen him make, but he gets a favorable bounce, and it's 3 points all the same.
Yeah, that was one of those where he needed the 6-iron, but he pulled out the 9-iron. That one was run out of gas quickly, but he does manage to pop it over the bar.
Jerome Ford on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Back to throw, Watson. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Pickett. That's caught. Allen Robinson.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. Watson on 1st down. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line.
A 7-yard pickup.
On 2nd down, here's Watson.
At the Steelers' 30-yard line.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Now Watson going to change the look here.
To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Amari Cooper. A gain of 3.
From the gun, here's Watson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Browns 14.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Now a first down throw, Watson. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now they'll audible to something else. On 1st and 10, Watson. That's going to be caught for Browns touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Browns drive about to get started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A give running right is Chubb. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Watson, he's going to move him around. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
It's a gain of 10. And the Browns first down.
On 1st down, Watson. His throw caught right around the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Watson now to throw. Touchdown! Nick Chubb. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw, Pickett. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. Needed 13. They got 14 on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
I give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Cowboy 80. Panther Street.
Second down, here's Pickett.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Let's go.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Looking to throw, Pickett. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Watson changing the play.
Watson now from the gun on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
A big play that time for Cleveland. 44 yards.
Will pick up the 44 yards on the play. 1st down, Cleveland.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line.
And now they'll shift things around.
Alert, alert.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 5. 1st down, Browns.
And again, it's Chubb. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Larry Ogunjobi on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
To number 85,
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back in the 24. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And Watson's going to throw it here. This is caught. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. His third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Browns are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
19 tight. Let's go.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now fourth down. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Pulled in at the 24. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Browns will take over first and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
24-yard gain on the play.
Now Watson going to change the look here. That one looks like he'll throw here. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Browns, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week.